All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yellow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Check, 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 check. 3.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, you block over here. Check. Check. Back north.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
26. You got 58.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Check 26.
Cookie's the mark. Hey, check.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 88. Hey, we got Mike 50.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pick.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's make these babies cry.
Kelly, don't let Kelly. Straight stone, travel.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Look again.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers, he gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ryan Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, high 7.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Rodgers now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try now for Crosby. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Over. 26. 6'6", pull it high.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. Rodgers now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check three. Watch out.
Now Jones. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 31, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the... This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Butker now to add the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Fielded just inside the 20. Hill shedding the tackle. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw in that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Get 300. Get 300.
53. Check 53.
Let's go. All right.
Hey, watch it. Watch it.
Now Rodgers throwing again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
Well, they always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 44, Rodgers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Setting aside the matchup of Mahomes and Rodgers for a minute, this game is one of the NFL 100 Series bouts that they're having this season. And we saw the Packers in this game last week when they faced the Raiders, their opponent in Super Bowl II. This week it's the Chiefs, their opponent in the very first Super Bowl way back in 1960. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Darren Lee picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, here's Mahomes rolling to his left. He'll run it, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You got to go right here. You got to play big.
And the blitz does come. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's St. Brown and the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Check. Hey, check 26. Hey, Haywood.
53. I'm trying to collect. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check safety.
Hey, 88.
53 is the mic.
Move out. Check, echo.
Check hot route. Hot.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Watch teammate. Watch twins.
Yeah, Liz.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from the 20. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. So he's in for his third score of the game. And defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you. But for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 59 yards. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit. It
does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
26. Go, go.
Mike 50. I got you.
Yeah, live.
Snap comes at 1. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. We're back now in KC. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Bravo.
Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Watch the whip.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Exit. Double. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Here we go, D. Get up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still with 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And an alley to run. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They'll roll him out right. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now the pass to Grant, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Let's go, fellas.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Crosby connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Hey, Delta.
50. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go. Hey, wahoo. Mike 50, Mike 50. All day, every day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, 57, 57.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, you block over here.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Box it. 26.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike 50. You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Rodgers now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.